Hello and welcome again to a Guardian overview for Guardians of Middle-earth. Today we'll be talking about Barrow-wight Lord and Enchanter Guardian. Barrow-wight Lord's basic attack as an enchanter is somewhat low, but it is enhanced by his passive Spirit Drain, which gives him additional ability damage per basic attack, as well as lowering his enemy's ability damage resistances. Drain the Soul is a lifesteal move that will heal him for the same amount of damage dealt. Barrow's Torment deals a base amount of damage and then applies a lower damage per second. Chilling Touch will drain your victim's attack speed and move speed and give Barrow-wight Lord that same amount. And his Undeath ability requires him to die, but it allows him to deal massive damage. A couple options on the relic. Shadow's Reach is a good one. Just because he is a melee enchanter, he likes to stay in the fray. Paired with Wilderland's Hunter, which gives him attack speed and critical hit chances, which can benefit that additional ability damage on his basic attacks. Another option, if you would rather, you can build him as a pure AP. I would go with Fell Rider's Relic, which gives you stacks that do not deteriorate over time or when you die, since you will die often as Barrow-wight Lord, and Winding Stair, which gives you additional ability power for each percentage of health you're missing. When paired with his ultimate, that is a massive AP boost, enhancing the damage dealt by quite a bit. Potions, as an enchanter, Power Potion is definitely one that you'll want to have. It can give you a good boost early. Dash, you shouldn't need it often, but it is nice to have in case your move speed steal is on cooldown. And then a Recovery Potion just for some early game sustain. As far as commands, I like to roll with Heal, Smite, Summon Archers as per usual, and with Summon Archers it's pretty nifty with Barrow-wight Lord. When he dies he can continue attacking towers, and so will those archers as well. And then Summon Defense as just that final tier command. Alright, so let's take a look at Barrow-wight Lord's moveset. We're going to start out by heading towards that bottom jungle creep. That'll just give us an easy testing environment. I'll demonstrate kind of the ranges on some of the maneuvers, as well as the damage that you can deal. So all of his attacks have the same base range. We're going to start off with Chilling Touch. So I'm going to demonstrate just some basic attacks at normal attack speed. And then when I drain his attack speed, notice how much slower he attacks and how much faster I attack now. Drain the Soul is a lifesteal move. You just see I get a good chunk of life from that. And then Barrow's Torment will deal damage over time. Now to show you the Undeath move, his ultimate, I have to kind of put myself in a bad situation. This is not how I normally play, despite what others may say. And you see that big chunk of Ugluk's health missing there. He's dropped down to about half health from that one attack. So like I mentioned, that is a huge damage ability. I'm going to demonstrate it here again, just in case you guys missed it. Ugluk having a tough time killing me, you know, because I'm fighting back so hard, even with his minions there. So take a look, he's at about 75% health, and he drops down to, bam, about a quarter from that one move. Again, the stacks from Fell Riders at 300 AP and Winding Stair giving you an additional 3 per percent, so another 300 AP. And this is just to demonstrate how quickly you can really kind of tear down some of these lane minions and creeps. And this is not with an attack damage belt. This is focusing on his abilities. If you do build him for attack damage, he will melt that much faster. So I'm going to try and demonstrate his passive in action. So if you pay attention to the blue numbers on the large troll, they are ramping up every time I attack. So 126, 131. And the same thing you can see here on Ugluk as well. So it drops to about 137, back up to 140 as I apply stacks. Here you can see it on these creeps, 128 damage, 133 damage. It's reducing their resistances, which is increasing the amount of damage I do. And that's just the ability damage dealt. That does not count the actual basic attack that he has as well. Now, in one of my other videos, I mentioned how well you can solo the top creep is kind of a measure of a belt or a guardian. With this particular belt, it is difficult to solo top creep, as it requires your abilities to be timed perfectly. You can see here with this particular instance, I did have to use the summon defense to try to help get him down, and it's not going to happen. I do get him down to a little under 20%, but I just don't have enough staying power or damage with this build. The other build I mentioned, Wilderland's Hunter mixed with Shadow's Reach, will allow you to tear him down pretty quickly. Now, Barrow-wight Lord, he's a lot of fun to play. He's not a very commonly picked enchanter. There is some disparity in the builds that you can do with him. He's not as effective as others, but he is a heck of a lot of fun just to kind of play. And that is more or less Barrow-wight Lord. So have a good day, guys. Thanks for watching.